For more than 15 years, God has allowed us to minister to the people of Africa. From the humble beginnings in the northern part of Malawi, God has allowed this ministry to expand, and today we're able to work throughout the continent of Africa. Evangelism and church planting have been the focus of our ministry, and we have seen the church literally explode across the continent. In Malawi, there are now over 3,500 churches. In Kenya, 10 churches are being planted every week. In Zimbabwe, the church has more than doubled in size over the last year. And in Kinshasa, in the country of Congo, churches are being established with the largest now numbering over 10,000 members. For many years, most of these churches had no hope of ever having a viable, permanent church building of their own. But now there's hope. Through the ministry of Africa Tabernacle Evangelism, churches are now being erected across the continent. Oftentimes, the churches would only have a mud brick building, or maybe meet in a school classroom. However, most of the time they simply met in the open, under trees, or possibly in some type of a temporary structure. If the church was able to build their own church walls, in the past we would help them put a roof on the church. But even with this concept, there were many problems. It could take 6, 8, even 10 years to get the walls up due to their limited financial resources. And oftentimes when the walls stood in the open that long, they would begin to deteriorate and become unsafe. And finally, there was no uniformity of size of the church buildings, so we could not buy in bulk in order to obtain better prices. With the Tabernacle Church approach, we can go to a location and literally have a building standing where there was none just a few hours before. And the exciting thing is that the church will immediately begin to meet in the tabernacle. Oftentimes, we will have a crusade or services under the new tabernacle that very night. And the norm is that from the Sunday before the tab is built to the Sunday afterwards, the church will double in size. And as they continue to meet in the church, and as the congregation grows, they will put up their walls, lay their floor, and finish their church. The cry from our African brothers is similar to that of the Macedonian call. Come on over and help us. The cry, the call, the invitation is to you. Will you come and help? And with the growth of the church across the continent, the needs are even greater now than before. The cry is there. The invitation is to you. Will you leave a legacy? Will you be a kingdom builder? Together, we can change the face of Africa.